that sort of sticks out is it's got a different name. We have a long tradition at BMW of coupes that have become classics, like the 6 Series, like the 8 Series. And the 3 Series Coupe has always been the favorite in its segment. It's been a very good selling car, best selling in its segment for years, but somewhat drowned in the 3 Series name, in a sense. If I say 3 Series, I could be talking about a number of things. If I say 6 Series, it's very clear what I'm talking about. So, considering the departure in terms of styling, in terms of dimension, ever-growing departure from the 3 sedan to the coupe in the previous generation, and where we are right now with a car that really doesn't look like a 3 Series and that really doesn't have the dimensions of a 3 Series, we felt it was time to sort of provide it with its own identity. So we have a car that again has this sort of trademark 3 Series or new BMW sort of design with the headlight casing extended to the kidney grille, but again, that's about where it stops. Anything from there is just very different from the 3 Series. You put the two together, those cars just don't look alike. And compared to the previous generation 3 Series Coupe, the 4 Series has grown a little bit in length by just 1 inch, but dramatically in width by 1.7 inches. But most dramatically, it's what under the sheet metal that's impressive. And the rear track, for instance, has been increased by 3.1 inches. That means that the rear track of any 4 Series Coupe is 2 inches wider than that of the current M3. There's a promise here in terms of performance, in terms of handling. The suspension is a full 10 millimeters lower than the current 3 Series sedan. And the roofline is also lower. So we have a car overall that is 0.6 inches lower than the previous generation 3 Series Coupe. And if you add lower and wider, this means the center of gravity of the car has been lowered. And it's actually the lowest center of gravity of any current BMW in the lineup. So when I was talking about a promise, that's really what this name 4 Series stands for. It's 3 plus 1. It's really basic math, but that's what it is. Everything we know and love of the 3 Series has been thrown in there, but we've gone the extra length in terms of differentiation, in terms of performance, in terms of luxury, in the sense of little, convenience things and aesthetic details that we could provide. If you look inside, for instance, the cabin is very much inspired from the 3 Series, but those little tiny elements, the high gloss black background of the Santa stack, the way the trim extends onto the side panels, not just the door, but also in the back to sort of wrap the passengers and hence the cockpit feel basically of the cabin. All of those are little aesthetic elements that differ from the 3 Series into the 4 and provides it with its very own identity.